So today we're leaving Kota Kinabalu. We are flying across to the east coast, Sandakan, and then on to by transfer to Sepilok. Kota Kinabalu, if we do a bit of a wrap up, it's not the most attractive city. It's one of the fastest growing in Malaysia, with heaps of construction work going on, and the city is spreading outward. But they haven't really invested much money or time into the central city, which is where we were staying in our budget hotel. Still has a lot of character and the people are lovely. Certainly not a lot of Westerners. Heaps of Chinese tourists, but not a lot of Westerners. So if anything, some of the locals are a little bit standoffish because they don't really know how to talk to us. But the people that we have spoken to have been very welcoming. And yeah, we felt quite safe here. We made it to Sandakan. It was a 45-minute flight. We got a grab taxi to Sepilok, which is where the Orangutan Sanctuary is located, and we're staying at the Sepilok Nature Resort. So this is a bit of a treat. Do you have the price?
It was 954 ringgit.
954 ringgit for 3 nights.
We'll
put it along the bottom when we've transferred it back to New Zealand dollars. But yeah, more than what we normally spend. But the room and the location is amazing. So let me take you on a bit of a tour before we unpack our bags and trash the room. So here we have the bed, aircon of course, deal breaker, 32 degrees at the moment. It's just started to rain. Through here is our bathroom and toilet. Nice and airy and nice and big, swing around and have very nice double vanity. So this is what greets us on our front balcony. So there is a pond, and over there, can you just grab that? Over there is the restaurant. Our tables and chairs. So we've had our breakfast, and now where are we off to, Scott?
Orangutan Rehabilitation Centre,
Which is luckily only a couple of minutes walk from our nature resort. So very much looking forward to it. Just waiting at the feeding platform. Feeding is about to start in about 15 minutes. I have to whisper because it's supposed to be silent. Sometimes they get orangutans down, sometimes they don't. And if they don't, it's a good sign, which means that they're foraging for their own food in their natural environment, which is the whole idea of this sanctuary, is so they can be self-sufficient in the wild. There's quite a few small monkeys around, but just a couple of interesting facts without sounding like Wikipedia. Did you know the word orangutan is actually 2 words? Did not know that. That's why spell check kept coming up with a red line every time I typed it. There are only 2 species of orangutans in the world, the Sumatran orangutan and the Borneo orangutan. And the orangutans are the longest. The females suckle their infants for the longest of any animal in the world, so they can be 6 years old and still nursing them. So just a couple of few interesting facts while we're waiting for them to come down and feed. So we've just finished at the Orangutan Sanctuary. What an amazing experience. Those animals are just amazing to see in the wild and in their natural habitat, and to think that they're facing extinction. It was really quite sad and quite humbling, really, being there. So
for us, those places you seriously think about going to, but most of them, the babies have been pulled out of the wild, so they were left. Mother's probably been killed and died. So
yeah, usually due to the plantation of palm oil, palm trees for the palm oil industry, the deforestation is killing the mothers. Just get off the road because there's a car coming. Killing off the mothers, and they're fiercely dependent on their mothers until they're about 7 years old. So once they've orphaned, the likelihood is that they will die if they can't come to a sanctuary like this to be looked after and hopefully released back into the wild. So they're doing some amazing work. So right next door to the Orangutan Sanctuary we have the Sun Bear Conservation Centre, which is the only one of its type in the world. You only find sun bears in Borneo, so we're going to go and have a look.
see what it is.
Nowhere did it ever say that I had to be cautious of snakes. Great. You can go first and keep a lookout for snakes.
I'll let you know, please.
Yeah, let me know. I'm not sure what the giveaway might be. I see you running towards me.
Or away.
So Scott, is this why they call it a rainforest? Most of the day at the orangutans and the sun bear sanctuaries. Really interesting. The sun bears are so sad. They've got 44 in captivity at the moment. They don't have a breeding program in place because they're over capacity. All the sun bears that are here have been rescued from people's personal pets. Because they are the smallest bear in the world, they're considered to be quite cute. So they get to around 1 or 2 years of age, and they are an aggressive bear, and so they're kept in small cages and mistreated, and some even come from restaurants
When we saw
where they've been kept at the restaurant as a bit of a gimmick.
Yeah.
And also they are kept in bear bile farms where the bile can be drained off because they believe that the bile in a bear's gallbladder is medicinal. So the two sanctuaries that we visited today, we're quite convinced that they are actually doing a really good job. In a lot of Southeast Asia countries, you've got to be quite careful because we've been to some so-called sanctuaries, and you can see where the animals aren't left to roam free. They don't have their freedom still, and still kept very much in captivity. We have not seen that here. And
we were the ones on the boardwalks in the cages looking out.
Yeah, we were the ones that were enclosed. We were enclosures, not the animals. So, and they have got really good education programs for the local people because the near extinction of sun bears and orangutans have been linked to the palm oil industry and the deforestation to develop these palm oil farms. So the government as well is now working towards making these palm oil farms become certified and sustainable, so that they're not damaging the
environment
and the animals. So
see how it
great
goes.
day. So just a couple of kilometres down the road from our nature resort is the Rainforest Discovery Centre. So we've done the walk, we've just arrived, purchased the tickets, got the map, and hopefully do some bird watching, walk the canopy tour, the canopy track. I'm not sure what else we're going to do. Apparently you're not supposed to wear bright and fluorescent colours. Bright pink top on today. That was the wrong choice, wasn't it? Another tower, all the way up and up and up and up. Yay! I don't know about this. I don't know. So we've just finished our walk around the Rainforest Discovery Centre. Not really something that we had planned on doing, but did our research and found it was in the area and really found it was worth it. Some fantastic canopy walks, and we saw some wildlife, but what really topped it off was seeing a mother orangutan with her baby in one of the treetops, completely in the wild. And that was pretty special. She was pretty elusive, as you would well imagine, but definitely a highlight. We've probably walked around 8 k's and we've still got a couple more k's to go to get back to our resort where we can have some lunch. So
it was really good for the price of it. It was, I think, 15 ringgit each, if I remember rightly. So yeah, I think it's worth it. We spent a good couple of hours and had a good time, eh?
And
had a good walk around and enjoyed it.
It's coming up 1 o'clock now in the afternoon, and we arrived here about 10. So, and we didn't do all the tracks. There were certainly more tracks, but we are absolutely wringing wet with sweat. Yep, absolutely soaked. Just for a change, we've been soaked every day, I think, for the last 88 days. So now for the 2k walk back, but all good. Lunchtime.
Yeah. Yep.